That was Brida Law or Brida LW vile tunaongea hapa kwa studio, because we really don't know what LW means, how we are going to pronounce it, but at the end of the day it's Brida Law. But if you didn't know, fun fact, Brida Law has actually mentioned me by my two not English names, but my two native names. So if at all you think you're called Atieno Ongonga, please step forward, because it's me. So he sang about me. And also the reason as to why I love Brida, Brida, it's because he released a song called Deadly, and I danced into it on my 25th birthday, and he posted me as well. So I'm a very big fan of Brida. Aside from that, he's also worked with a big friend of mine, a good friend of mine, Calligraph John, so I'll forever be a big fan of Brida LW. But today we are not talking about Brida hiyo kando ile sikata kuja studio sawa. Leo tunaongelelea some amazing people. We have Eric in the studio, Dog Matai, and Sisini. Kama umeenda pale Instagram kiasi yake, if you're a lover of social media, you probably joined Twitter at some point in your life, and let me tell you, that app can make you do two things. It's either it can make you live that app forever, or you're addicted to it and you stay there. And if you stay there, there are rules. Usionge, don't cook someone, na ikiweza let your account be private with like 10 followers, wazazi wako, sisters zako, hivyo, because Twitter can mess you up. Ask me about it as an influencer and quote and unquote celebrity. But have you ever also wondered what KOT courtroom would look like if it's brought to life? And we have Eric.
Yes.
Nataka tuanze na, how is your journey?
Hiyo tumekata Atieno, hiyo tumekata.
So I'd love to ask you, what inspired the creation of a very Kenyan sketch show, and would you love to tell us more about it aside from bringing KOT courtroom to life?
So first, the KOT courtroom is just one sketch. So a sketch show means it's just like a good cocktail of sketches. So what inspired the show? Doug and I have known each other for a very long time, since high school. So after we reunited very many moons later, he took the comedy route. He went abroad and went into comedy. I took the film route and stayed back home. And when we reunited, when he came back, we were trying to go back and forth, and we're just like, tunaweza fanya nini pamoja? What can we work on together? And after many years of brainstorming here and there, we finally found something that was just magical, and that was our sketch comedy show. Because it's an easy way for us to write, for us to put in really good quality on a product. It's comedy, which is the home base for Doug, and that's what we've been working on the last year or so, and we're happy that 2 days ago we launched the first episode, and every other Monday we're gonna be dropping. Okay,
speaking about Doug Matai, kiasi yake, let's tutoke kiasi kwa a very Kenyan sketch show.
Right.
You are the founder of Stand Up Collective, and I have to give you your flowers for that.
All
right. So to pay insight, this Stand Up Collective, what was your thought process behind it?
I mean, my thought process for Stand Up Collective has always been just one, like the building the culture of stand-up comedy in Kenya and comedy in general, right? So I felt like we needed to create that ecosystem that comedians and comedy lovers can thrive together. And it's what I like to do. It's what I love to do. So I decided to go hard on it and do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sisine, oh my God, the queen of sarcasm.
Hi.
You call it. Right now, she's house hunting. So tafadhali, kama uko na nyumba iko na view ya train, you can call her. I've also seen you working with the brand. I've also loved to work with Java House Africa. So I'd love to know, sarcasm is your trademark, right?
Correct.
How do you strike the balance between comedy and relatability into your storytelling?
I feel as a Kenyan, kila kitu ni funny, so it's really hard for you to exactly. It's really hard for you to separate the two. Ni ngumu sana for you to separate the two. So where there is sarcasm, there's comedy, and where there's comedy, there's relatability.
And that's how you balance it.
Correct.
Right. Simple. Now, coming right up, we have Lewa by Paroti, Kabagazi, One Boy, and Mija. And as always, you know the vibes, my love. Do not touch that. One of the baddest producers in Kenya, Magic Sanga featuring Shapaman with Fake. This is a dedication to all of my fake friends that I cut off. Chini ya meza nikikula 12 grapes. Anyway, good evening to you. Jambo. Thank you so much for tuning in to Base Radio. I'm your host, Atieno Stacy, every single weekday evening from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on the 6 to 9 show with Atieno. And in this particular hour from 7 to 8, we get juicy and we get saucy. And we're about to get juicy and saucy with Eric. I'd love to know, how do you approach storytelling?
Wow. So Okay, that's a bit of a difficult question because I'm a storyteller. So that's basically what I do every
So how do you approach storytelling when creating content? For example, for like this new show.
I see. So my training was a bit different. It was before Instagram, so it was like the regular television show. This is how you put a producer, you put a director. Exactly. No. So nilikuwa old school. So there is that, but also now hanging out with the Cicines of this world and Cicine. I'm trying to adjust to this other one of nisimu to shoot sai to cut na ipostiwe.
Na iende hivyo haraka.
Yeah.
So the production actually mna shooting in iPhones?
No, we have a team of almost 20 people.
And speaking about the production process, right? Can you share insights into the writing and casting process of this new show?
So after Doug and I kind of figured out we wanted to do a sketch show, we put together a writing team. We had camera operators, editors, those already existed because we run a video production company. So, but we needed like a proper writing team. And now I think that's where Doug's expertise came in, because as a comedian, you're used to writing jokes. That's what you do for a living.
Yeah.
So he came and we constituted a good writing team, and we found like an amazing head writer who had a lot of industry experience from film and television, because that's a certain format we wanted to. And Doug's genius around comedy, we tried to match the two, and the writing team went to do the writing. Then after that, now we started getting scripts every Monday at 2 p.m. Now after hapo sasa ni kuanza to constitute the rest of the production process, which is something we're used to.
Okay. Now you've called Doug a comedy genius, right?
Yeah.
And I would love to know, how does a very Kenyan sketch show reflect the Kenyan sense of human culture?
Oh, I mean, we're not holding back. Some of it is of course what we see every day, but it's an alternative point of view, right? Because there's the usual of what we see, and then there's how we interpret it comedically. So I mean, for us, most of it was we just had to make it very Kenyan, like in a way that there's a notion around Kenya for a long time where Kenyans don't associate anything good with Kenya. It's like our TV shows are not, these one are not, like people are just hating, and I'm always like, there's a lot of good out of just being Kenyan. So that is what we decided to do. Like Eric, like I see all the work he's been doing with the films and the video production, and I was just like, wouldn't it be nice? Because now we just record, point and shoot our stuff. It's apa, and then everybody, I know so many people in Kenya who love like Chappelle Show, Key and Peele, all these world-class sketches, and then I see these guys do this same quality of production every day. Like, so I'm like, what if we combined what we know, what we're capable of doing with comedy, and involve that level of high quality production that they do for corporates every other week, put them together, and that is Kenyan.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, we make it that is the normal standard and quality of what Kenyan is, especially on the internet. And so the show itself is a reflection of just even the idea of Kenyans aspiring to be better than they have always been.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cicine.
Hi.
Our content creator. I would love to know, how did you land the role on a very Kenyan sketch show? And what has that journey been like so far?
Bruh, let me tell you, me, I'm used to taking content with my phone and posting. I don't have a team. TSG producer, assistant producers, I'm supposed to have a script. Like, it was crazy, but out of my comfort zone. But this is something I'm thinking of doing long term. So I landed the role because I know the writer from Something Different.
Connections. Oh my goodness.
And then he was like, I think uko na nyota ya kufanya hii kitu. Mi sikuwa najiamini. So I kept telling him, I'm busy, I'm doing what. And then he stopped talking about it, and then he was like, what are you doing on Wednesday? I want to see you on Wednesday. And then Wednesday nakuja napewa script, shika hizo lines, and that was it.
So how has being part of this particular show impacted your creative process?
Oh my God, there's making content and there's making quality content.
Yeah.
Making content is very good for a short-term goal. But when you make quality content, inapita hizo macho 10 tu zenye ulikuwa unataka tu watu waone. Like, there's so much and so many people who want to see you, but you're limiting yourself just by having poor quality work. So when you allow other people to come in and help you, for example, maybe I'm just the script and storytelling. I am not a videographer. When you incorporate all those pieces together, you're going to go far.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Now, when we come back, I would love to talk about audience and reception, because a few minutes ago, before we went on air, ulikuwa unasema umezima notifications. Oh my God, yes, I'm a radio presenter, and my ears zinakuanga alert. Edgar Barry 2.0. So I'd love to know, what has the audience response been like so far, and how does it line with your expectations? After Dunda by Ochamstar featuring Furthermore and Sean MMG, you know the vibes, my loves. Do not touch the dial, keep it peaceful. Extra pressure is what other comedians are going to get after watching Stand-Up Collective by Dag Mutai, and also a very Kenyan sketch show by Eric Mutai, and also Sisina is also the actress there, and also someone that I actually love, Nimesojineo Chali, the judge.
Faiz Omar.
My God, like I love his acting. I love his acting so much. So before that short commercial break, I'd asked Eric, what has the audience response been like so far? And this is after just eavesdropping on his conversation. Akisema, hey, itabidi nimezima notifications. This is the first time.
So, our office is full of stars like Sisine who have like insane following. So they're used to these things. Dag is also semi in that group. But for mere mortals like us who have countable followers, family and friends, people, like I know every single follower
that you have.
that I have. The last week or so has been insane because we've had the premiere, we've had a lot of interviews, we've had like a really, really good response on the show. On YouTube, we crossed 100,000 today.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So there's been a lot of like ding, 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 because I get a lot of notification about everything. So it's been a bit too much. So I've had to, reorder some notifications. Yeah.
So basically it surpassed your expectations.
By far. Yes, by far. Yeah.
So how do you hope a very Kenyan sketch show will influence or contribute to Kenyan's comedic scene?
I think the comedy is layered, right? And I think Doug would be even much better to speak on this one. But because we love comedy, all these comedians we watch online and all the skits that they do online, we love that. And we've made so many stars from that, So it's only that we've not had the scale that we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So that already exists. We're just showing the space that, guys, we can even take it to another level. That's what we're trying to do. So hopefully it opens up the space to more people, more comedians, more performance, and a blend of actors and comedians as well.
Oh, okay. Dag Mutai.
Yes.
Stand-Up Collective, you're the founder.
Yeah.
And now we have you acting in this new show. Talk to me about it.
The acting in this new show.
Yeah, like how has it been for you bringing Stand-Up Collective to Meyaka Kando, where you're the founder, you're the boss, no uko chini ya msee mwingine?
Oh yeah. No, but it's I'm used to that too. Remember, because even with stand-up, I'm already a comedian, right? Like I'm for hire every day, so it's not like I don't have clients who I have to be like Abadi Mukubwa. So it is not really a difficult switch. But now, like switching it, and I've started with acting. That's how we used to do acting together in drama in high school with this guy, like way back when. So that's our background to begin with.
Okay.
So like he's saying, the idea of bringing these disciplines together, like the acting, the comedy, and all that, is just, that was the journey we wanted to go on. And it's honestly though, it's been a fun just to show up and play and just be a creative and have fun and make people laugh again on screen. It's been so long since I did that. Well, I did a few things in the last couple of years, but still, not on this level where we have full control of everything. It's not a project, an external project. It's our own project that we're doing with Tribesman Pictures. And so it's been nice. It's been nice. And it's a dream come true, because all those years of just bantering and talking, be like, dude, we gotta do this. Like even when we were coming up with the ideas for the jokes and for the sketches, it was just banter, having fun at another friend's house, just having tea or whatever. And just talking about them, writing them. Like literally, we wrote this on a board, on a piece of brown paper.
Manifestation.
Like oh, and then we say, and then we add this, and then we pitched it, and then we realized, okay, we're too busy to sit down and script. So we agreed we have to hire writers to do the scripting. And it's been a fantastic experience. So to see it come to life, we thank God.
Amen.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Hi.
Do you see yourself in any of the characters? you play on the show? Ama, like any of the actors there who go like, hey, this is like my male version, this is like my younger version. Do you see yourself in any of the characters?
Yes. Let me explain.
Please do.
Wacha niongee.
I am very talkative na saa zingine mupoteza track of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I feel like in the first sketch or the first part of this sketch that we posted, I am very like nikiangalia Morris. You see how he started talking about kuza sijui nini and sijui nini. That's how we operate on a normal basis. Like nanzanga tu kuongea about anything.
So you can relate to Morris.
Yes, a lot.
So what's the funniest or the most unexpected moment you've had while filming?
While filming,
Yeah.
my God, most unexpected. Bruh, at least everything was blowing my mind on that
Yeah.
set, because this was the first time I was in such an environment. Everything was wowing me, like from how Doug and how Maya were relating, how their lines were coming to life. Because naona in the first time nafanya kitu yenye kona script, so many nikiangalia kwa karatasi niko, how are they going to say 5 lines back to back, and then they actually do it. That really wowed me. Yeah.
Now, after you come back after this song by Brandy Maina featuring Malikins like this, I'd love to know about Doug's future plans. And my question to you is, how do you see both A Very Kenyan sketch show and stand-up collecting evolving in the future?
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Tathminia
Okay.
kwa kina. We'll be right back after this song like this. And if you've just tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the 6 to 9 show with me, Atieno, every single weekday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. right here on Bees Radio. Mandy Kabaya with the bubbly in the alafu in bracket imeandikwa na Nikki, and it's 12 minutes to 8 p.m. You're about to clock into the third hour of the show, and I would love to know, why are you mad? Tell me via my Instagram handle at @ayamatieno or via WhatsApp number which is 0716250933, and karibuni sana to the 6 to 9 show every single weekday from Monday to Friday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. with me Atieno right here on Bees Radio. Hey, they are attacking me. Well, a couple of minutes ago, I'd asked Doug Mutai your future plans, right? So how do you see both A Very Kenyan sketch and show, a Very Kenyan sketch show, and stand-up collective evolving in the future?
Oh yeah, for sure. So A Very Kenyan sketch show is a brainchild of 2 organizations, Tribesman Pictures and Stand Up Collective. So the goal of this was always to create more opportunities, not just for ourselves but for others, by investing in our craft. So with A Very Kenyan sketch show, we are hoping to reach more people and get them to, they appreciate this comedy. They realize, okay, we get with this, that, people get on board with that idea of Kenyan excellence. That's really one of the first things that we want to do with that, we want to achieve with that. And with Stand Up Collective, there's a lot of things we are planning. Of course, Stand Up Collective, we have the first ever full-time comedy club in the country, actually in the region. It's called Nairobi Laugh Bar.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and it's been going on for a year now. We've had some of the amazing names. Even this weekend, we have Arthur Simeon, who is a world-class comedian based in Canada. He's come all the way from, he's originally Ugandan, but he's based in Canada. He's performed with the greats, like it's Russell Peters, Roy Wood Jr., you name it. He's been on Just for Laughs. He's a big deal. And he's playing our club in Nairobi, our tiny club. And we want that idea of Kenyans coming to, experience world-class comedy, without thinking about it, without something that they have to, break bank to do it.
Yeah.
So with A Very Kenyan sketch show and stand-up collective, the plan is, the long term is to elevate that culture. We want to elevate that culture.
Okay.
And move it to a notch higher and make it better, for everyone. Enjoyable and something you don't think about, but attach real value to it. And that's really our prayer, and that's what we've done, because we have done it. We've put our effort, our blood and sweat and our money into this craft, and we want to see it that people also appreciate it the same way, and we hope they do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our dream.
Okay.
Yeah, and they are. To be honest, we're not actually whining. We are really very grateful. People have supported us quite a bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, Eric, Doug has mentioned something about taking this comedy thing a top-notch higher. And I would love to know, are there plans to expand this particular show either regionally or internationally?
Yes. So the beauty about sketch shows is, you're not confined to one storyline.
Yeah.
So next, people keep asking, episode, house bands, will we see, is there a second part of the real house bands of Parliament? We don't know. But next week, there's completely new sketches. So we don't know where this journey will take us. Maybe in a month, in 2, we might start doing stuff from Uganda, Tanzania, in the region, I don't know. Yeah, let's hope for the best.
So will it be in their own language, or Uganda, you'll have Uganda actresses and actors, or we still use the likes of Cincinnati and the rest?
So actually, you see, we've been cooking this for a very long time.
Yeah.
And up to Monday now is when we're starting to get feedback from the audience.
Okay.
So I think moving forward, we are going to get to know what people want to see, and I think that will advise our next move.
Ah, that makes sense. Cincinnati, your future plans. How do you see your storytelling and acting evolving in the future?
Oh my God, I cannot wait to incorporate having a full set. I have a producer, I have a script writer, I have set design, I have all those things because I have seen the beauty of having content and well thought out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is something I'm really looking into doing. When I am called to come up with a concept, I know that I have a writer at the back of my head, and I know this is what a writer does. I know this is what a producer brings to the table. So that's the stuff I want to incorporate into my own content.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so if you had to switch roles, to get into fun questions, Kiasi, if you had to switch roles with another cast member, who will it be and why?
Oh my God, Maya, have you seen her? Like, she's so good. I know I'm fangirling, but she bodies every role. Utasema leo Maya we ni wazimu, and she will do it perfectly.
Yeah.
Maya kesho we ni pasta, she will do it perfectly. Yeah.
Eric, if you could invite one fictional character to be in this particular sketch show, who will it be and why?
My favorite TV show is Breaking Bad. I'll get Heisenberg on it. Yeah.
Okay. Doug, these are just fun questions, right?
Yeah.
If you could create a new holiday just for fun, what would it celebrate?
Oh, that would be fun. Where we make everything illegal legal for one day.
Marijuana.
Yeah, for example.
Hey, you're speaking my language. I don't use it, but yes.
Yeah, it's shigwe.
Shida people, you see. So as we wind up, please tell us where we can find this particular show on YouTube, Instagram, also yourself as well.
Fantastic. So, audiences out there can find the A Very Kenyan Sketch Show on the Stand Up Collective YouTube page every Monday. Starting this Monday,
Okay.
we are going to post an episode there until we can't anymore.
Till say we did.
Yes.
Enough is enough.
Exactly. Yeah, and you can follow Trousers on Pictures and Stand Up Collective Instagram pages, as well the A Very Kenyan Sketch Show Instagram page for more information.
Okay, Sisine, where can we get you?
__ Sisini everywhere. And on that note, if you're listening to this, please follow A Very Kenyan Sketch Show on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere.
Yeah. Doug.
Yes, indeed. And Doug Mutai on all platforms. Yeah, Twitter, Instagram, Ilengine. Twitter, there's Facebook, there's MySpace, there's yeah, it was there. But yeah, on all the platforms, and of course the ones that you've heard, and also Nairobi Laugh Bar. Check out Nairobi Laugh Bar. We have shows every week. Several shows every week.
So as we wind up on this particular segment, that's where we get juicy and we get saucy. We've gotten juicy and saucy with the Very Kenyan Sketch Show. So I'd love for you to also get your eyes and your ears juicy and saucy by going and checking it out on YouTube, because Erica said he will be dropping every episode Monday hadi ile siku atasema enough is enough. And this is where we call for you as a Kenyan to support another Kenyan, because we can never make it if you don't support your very own, honestly.
Correct.
Tusaidiane vile tunataka kwa streets kuandamana, andameni muandamane pale YouTube. Go follow them. They currently have like 505 followers. I follow them. That is 506 now.
Hey, thank you.
So go check them out once again on Instagram as we wind up at _A Very Kenyan Sketch Show. With that being said, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you for having us.
69 shows and Sene Sana. And in the background, we have Kudonjo Kudunda, because that is what A Very Kenyan Sketch Show is doing right now. By Zero Sufuri featuring Brida LW, Gypsy G, and Kushman. Enjoy.
This is Bays Radio.
We are 254 to the core.